Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Good evening and welcome to the Casey Center in Des Moines, the home of the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Chris Larson with you as we have our second semifinal here in Class 4A after a wild one as DCG scores 6 points in 20 seconds to take the lead, end up then getting a couple foul shots. And Chris, I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
Yeah, to call it wild probably doesn't do it justice. You know, it was absolutely insane in here, and it really sets up for a crazy night of basketball here in the next semifinal.
Yeah, we've got the number 1 seed here, Heelan, taking on Carlisle. Number 5, a slight upset over the number 4 seed here, but both these teams have some really good athletes, and let's talk about the road to state here for them. You can see Carlisle 24-1, defeated Clear Creek Amana 58-44. Malley Stoner with the 16, Macy Comito with the 15 points for Bishop. Heelan 24-0, they defeated Norfolk in the quarterfinals 81-56. Molina Snoozy 39 points, 12 rebounds, that's not a bad line. And Trishelle Miller with 15 points, 13 assists, so 2 players with double-doubles. I think that's going to be the thing here. Who helps out Comito scoring for Carlisle here tonight?
Well, she's a multiplier out there, right? She makes players around her better, and you're exactly right. She's not going to be able to do it on her own against a great team of Heelan. I mean, they are fantastic. But she can make others around her better, and if she can do that tonight, they're going to be able to hang around and make this a really great ball game. Okay, we'll expand on that here in just a little bit. We'll have our Seeds for Success presented by Channel Seeds and the starting lineups. All that's coming up here in this 4A semifinal at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
You volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools fuel strong futures. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate Iowa's youth while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements in each of their sports and in the classroom. The Iowa Farm Bureau helps our organization provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering from home, we all play a role in making our state shine. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and good luck.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy as we get ready for number 1 Sioux City Heelan taking on number 5 seed Carlisle in this 4A semifinal. Winner meets DCG in the championship matchup coming up on Saturday. Chris Larson is here with me. I'm Dar Danielson, and let's take a look at our Channel Seeds keys to success. Your local seeds dealer. Visit channelseed.com today.
Well, you know, here's what we're looking at, Dar. For Carlisle, we talked about Camito. Can she control tempo, make sure they get shots every possession, no turnovers that lead to easy baskets for Bishop Heelan? And then we talk about execution on offense a lot, but I think they need to execute on defense. 3 Division I players on the Heelan team. They're very hard to guard. You got to get out on them on their shot, but you also have to slide your feet and keep them out of the paint. For Heelan, no snoozing in 2026. You like that?
Somehow I knew somebody was going to use that one, yeah.
Well, and I think they have a little chip on their shoulder after last year, right? They're coming out with a lot of energy. They felt they were the best team last year, and they got upset by a fantastic run by Xavier. And then play with pace. They want to get the ball up and down the court. They want to use their athleticism because they're a phenomenal basketball team.
So those are our seeds for success, brought to you by Channel Seeds. And 2 teams warming up here, getting ready for our, we'll have our Hy-Vee starting lineups brought to you by Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile in every aisle. And crowd's still buzzing a little bit, the ones that didn't leave. I think the Norwalk fans went home dejectedly, and DCG, they're happy waiting to get back for the championship matchup.
Yeah, they don't want to leave, do they? There might be some Norwalk fans with the Warren County rival playing, maybe just kind of sitting there in awe, can't believe what just happened.
And if you missed it, you can go to the Girls Union website, the digital network website, and you can see, if you go in there, see how that all ended. And you can do that with all the games here at the tournament here in the early going. So we're getting ready. We'll go over in just a second to the dulcet tones of Joe Hammond. And he'll introduce the reserves and the starters here for both these 2 teams. I saw just a bit of the Heelan game, and by that time it was out of hand when I saw it. And then saw the Carlisle game. So here we go.
Tonight's 2026 Girls State Basketball Semifinal matchup featuring the Carlisle Wildcats and the Bishop Heelan Crusaders. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racist, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's semifinal matchup. Tonight's team intros are brought to you by Hy-Vee. First, the non-starters for the Carlisle Wildcats. Number 3, Addison Sinclair. Number 4, Madison Tongvon. Number 5, Lila Osterhaus. Number 10, Lila Whitty. Number 11, Kirsten Taylor. Number 15, Olivia Freeman. Number 20, Yulia Nakarian. Number 21, Peyton Fogel. Number 22, Emily Nelson. And number 40, Mira Heidemann. The assistant coaches for Carlisle are Travis Smith, Nick Nelson, and Jordan Richards. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Bishop Heelan Crusaders. Number 1, Ellie Top. Number 3, Savannah Lohr. Number 11, Maggie Vandrager. Number 13, Ashley Yoakum. Number 15, Aubrey Billings. Number 25, Eliana Ross. Number 31, Kennedy Bainbridge. And number 45, Reagan Hensley. The assistant coaches for Bishop Heelan are Jessica Carson, Sean Miller, and Brian Friesner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Carlisle at guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 1, Cammie Clark. And for Bishop Heelan at guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 5, Ella Otten. For Carlisle at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 2, Mallie Stoner. And for Bishop Heelan at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 21, Kobe Carroll. For Carlisle at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 12, Taylor Thomas. And for Bishop Heelan at forward, a 6' junior, number 23, Melina Stuzzi. For Carlisle at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 23, Macy Camito. And for Bishop Heelan at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 33, Trishelle Miller. For Carlisle at forward, a 6' senior, number 42, Ella Smith. And for Bishop Heelan at center, a 5'8" senior, number 35, Shannon Cleary. The head coach for Carlisle is Justin Flaws, and the head coach for Bishop Heelan is Darren Koolstra. The floor officials for tonight's game are Mark Flegel, Matthew Roberts, Dan Beating, and the bench official is Nicholas Lutmer. Welcome Carlisle and Bishop Heelan to the 2026 Iowa Girls Basketball State Tournament.
And we're ready for action here. The final game of the day is Class 4A quarterfinal. Some final things here that, Chris, they need to do to get started off well in this game.
Yeah, what a day it's been, right? Let's hope the nightcap is as exciting as the rest of the day has been. I think we talked about, let's really see how the outset goes. I think Bishop Heelan really tries to overwhelm their opponent early. So let's see if Carlisle can just hang around, get in the flow of the game, and take it from there.
Tammy Clark gets the tip. And Carlisle in the red.
1-3-1, half-court zone.
Heelan in the white. They rotate it over. Camito, baseline, gets it inside, and foul called.
I like that from Carlisle. They get that ball to the corner against a 1-3-1. You got to get it to the corner. Great place for your best player to get it and then make things happen out of there. We talked about that in the start of the broadcast.
Ella Otten with the foul. Here's the inbound play under the basket. They go out long. Deflected, but Cammie Clark comes up with it, gets it to Camito. She'll put up a long three to start it, and it's good.
She's a big-time player. She's an Iowa State commit. Stepping up for her team right away. You love to get the nerves settled just a little bit with that made jumper.
Now here's Heelan.
2-3 zone for Carlisle.
Back over. Kicks it out top to Miller. And a little miscommunication. Again, nerves. You start the game a little bit too fast. So you're not quite connected yet, but here comes Carlisle with Camito. She'll stop and go. Gets it up the floor. Stoner up top. Clark. Smith hands it off to Camito. She dribbles in. They don't let her get a three look there this time. Now down the lane. Jumper is good. Cammie Clark.
Little kiss off the glass. Good ball movement that time by Carlisle. Got the ball reversed a couple times.
Over to Ella Otten. She looks, now drives, pull up, baseline. No good, long. Rebound to Thomas.
You couldn't ask for a much better start if you're Carlisle right now.
Over to Smith, now back to the corner for three. Rattles in and out of there. Caught part of the rim, but couldn't go. Long pass down. Touchdown pass there to Snoozy.
Yeah, that's what Heelan wants to do, right? They're going to try and beat him up and down the floor. Really good look that time by Miller.
Back up top, Cammie Clark with it. They'll rotate it over to Thomas. Thomas almost hit. She does throw it away.
Let's keep our eye. Both teams in a zone right there. One thing you got to do is you got to use your dribble to create a good passing angle against that zone. She kind of tried to pass through the zone, and sometimes then it doesn't get to the receiver.
Yeah, and it had to go too wide of an angle, and
right?
It went straight out of bounds there. So Heelan gets it back. Trailing here, 5-2 in the early going. Down on the block. Looking, double team. They knock it away, and it'll stay with. Heelan as Colby Carroll got stopped down there. She had 16 in that quarterfinal.
They have a lot of different girls who can score, that's for sure.
Yeah, they had 4 with double figures, including that 39 we mentioned from Snoozy. Down on the block again, into Snoozy. Kicks it out. She'll get it back. Guarded by Camito.
Good D.
And stays with Heelan, 9 on the shot clock.
You can really just see the scrappiness of the Carlisle defense, right?
Yeah, the ball gets inside, and they're not giving up anything. Quick push
Yep.
inside, and there's a walk with it. Yep. Clary was going to pass it, got a little hand on it, and then she traveled.
No, you're exactly right, Dar. She went to pass, and it got deflected, but then it was still in her hands, and she jumped, actually.
Here comes Camito. That's one thing she does. Accelerates that one short on the three. They're going to call a foul on the rebound. It's good position by Smith. Or no, they called her for the foul.
I think she had a
Okay.
little push to get that position.
I thought maybe she got pushed away, but it was on her. So one in the foul area here.
It was a really good box out by Shannon Cleary on that one.
And good by Snoozy.
Yeah, against the 2-3 zone, you really like having one of your best players right in the middle of it at the high post. She can score all night from there.
So a little 4-0 run here by Heelan makes it 5-4. Up top to Camito. Dribbles in, has it poked away, and back the other way. Snoozy up ahead, and good. Finds Miller.
Got to take care of that basketball if you're Carlisle, right? They can really get out and go on the Heelan end.
They get their first lead of the night. Up one here, 6-5. Clark drives in, gets it off to Smith. Smith double team. They poke it away, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Hands are everywhere for Heelan, right? That's how they love to play.
Yeah, you can't bring that ball down low, can you? It's going to get handled.
You really got to be careful not to let the ball stick, because they're going to have 2-3 girls around you every time that you touch the ball. You got to keep moving it side to side.
Be inbound in the far corner there. They get into the Cammie Clark. 15 on the shot clock. Over the top to Thomas. Quickly to the corner. Oh, didn't go. Battle for the rebound comes out of there. Is Snoozy. Or excuse me, Noah Cleary. There's Snoozy. Ooh. And a little high on the pass. Carroll.
Same rules apply against a 2-3 zone, right? Yeah. Use your dribble. Dribbling is not always just to attack the basket. Sometimes use it to create a good passing
Make
angle.
The defense slide a little bit. Yep.
Exactly right.
Halfway through the first quarter now. Here's Carlisle with it. Into Smith, free throw line, elbow, kicks it out.
Got to reverse it.
Drives the lane, up and rolls out, no good, battle for it, and Carroll comes away with up to Cleary. Snoozy.
She can shoot it from out there.
And that one's off, no good. We got the 223, Snoozy, Camito now stolen away. And then they're going to say double dribble.
No, they're going to call her for traveling. You know, it's kind of fighting for the ball, but she got up, and really good call there by Mark Flegel.
They kind of change that. You go down, and as long as you don't come back up, it's not a travel.
Yep. But she definitely was moving around down there in the scrum. Good hustle, though. Really good hustle by Colby Carroll.
And we got our first IMT insurance substitution. Ellie Toff, the sophomore, will come in. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtims.com. And Toff will pick up Camito. Dribbles to the left, has it deflected a bit, down on the block. Kick back up top for three. No good, short. Rebound comes out to Stoner. Now back into Stoner. She goes through traffic, up and good.
Really nice drop step and finish there by Molly Stoner. Really, really nice play.
Down on the block. Back into the middle. Snoozy.
Nice.
Man, she's just so smooth, isn't she, when she pops that shot?
So good, right? Yeah, and she kind of had a little lean on that, right? A little off balance, but really good offense.
Lead shifts back by one to Heelan. Down inside, and they're going to call the push. And that 5, yep, they said Ella Otten. That's her second personal.
I like what Carlisle's doing, though. They're kind of finding Stoner down there in the low block area, kind of posting her up against the low girl on that 1-3-1 and finding some success with it.
Olivia Freeman in and Colby Carroll back in for IMT substitution. Yep, down on the baseline. Camito thought she got hit, and then a tie-up. It'll stay with Sioux City Heelan.
She had passed it off the defender who had her back to her and got it, and it was a perfect play. She just kind of missed the layup. Freeman has all sorts of energy up here on defense, so keep an eye on 15.
Carroll gets it to Snoozy, back down the lane. Underneath, it's blocked by Stoner.
Good choice right there.
Camito pulls it up. Shoot the three. Good.
That's just big time, isn't it?
Yep.
Going to her left, She knew you're going to have a little bit of that space against a 1-3-1, and she's really looking to attack that area.
Gliding away and rips the net with a 3. And good defense by Stoner. She was looking to go down low with the ball, but ends up walking. Let's see the replay here of Comito. Comes in with that left hand, just slides over. Boom. And we got a timeout. A full timeout here, so we'll take a break. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. The Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. An early 10-8 lead by Carlisle, but it's kind of gone back and forth in the early going, Chris.
Yeah, really, really good pace to this one early, right? Heelan's had a couple nice runouts. They got their transition game going. Obviously, Melina Snoozy gets a couple tough baskets against the zone, and then just a fantastic start for Macy Comito with a couple really tough jumpers.
They both have 6. It's three two-point buckets for Snoozy and 2 3-pointers for Comito. And with 2 minutes to play here in this first quarter, Carlisle bring it up. Comito dribbles by Toth, gets it to Smith. Now Comito will get it back. Looking over the offense. Baseline kick back up top. And then there's a little collision, and that'll stay with Carlisle.
A lot of quick athletes out there on both sides of this court, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of speed where they take off pretty quick. Throw it in the backcourt to Comito with 15 on the shot clock. Over to Freeman. She's been getting good duty off the bench, and there's a blocking foul.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough one. Only 6 on the shot clock, so he kind of bailed out Carlisle right there.
And that was on Carroll.
It's kind of interesting. They're kind of forcing Comito to go to her right. Even though she's right-handed, I think she likes to shoot better going to her left. Some really good players, it's just more naturally.
They saw her slide left and hit that 3, and I think you're right.
They're really...
Now over to Stoner. Off to Comito. She'll
there
pull
it
up
is.
and boom.
There it is.
Again. Reminds me of somebody else that likes to slide to the left. Quickly down. The Snoozy taken away by Freeman. Down the lane, runner, good, Comito.
Well, it's the Macy Comito show right now. She's doing everything for Carlisle.
Down the lane. And I was waiting to see if he called her for traveling there, but she must have got hit early. And that'll send Cleary to the free throw line, where she's shooting 57%.
Miller
misses that one. She had 9 rebounds, did take a shot in the quarterfinal. Or excuse me, that's not
Miller,
Cleary, that's
right?
Miller, I'm sorry. All right, so she got
there we
one
go.
of those. I'll get caught up sometime here.
There's been a lot going on tonight, Dar.
Jumper off the glass.
Look at the pressure up the court. That's one way to slow transition, right, is to just a little pressure up there.
There's Miller. She dribbles through. Now gets it back.
Man, Freeman is a scutterbug, isn't she? She's everywhere.
Snoozy drives in and gets it off the glass.
Man, how about these 2 scorers so far in this game? Been fantastic.
15-11.
Good choice.
Comito, yep. Drove it in there. Got 6 seconds on the clock. 3, 2. I don't think they knew what the time was because they let it run out without a shot. So it'll be 15-11 after one here at this 4A semifinal. Winner meets DCG in the title matchup. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Back here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And let's take a look at that Comito three-pointer.
We kind of talked about she loves going to her left, right? And so they were forcing her, but then on that, if she gets a second touch, they got to remember to do the same thing. Just a great first quarter by Macy, though.
Yeah, she had 11. Snoozy had 8. And so far it's been kind of a back-and-forth shootout with them. 2 each for Cammie Clark and Mally Stoner for Carlisle, and a 3 by Trishelle Miller. But there's a long 3 is off and just can't run it down. Snoozy got a hand on it but ran out of room over there, so a fresh 35 for Carlisle.
Taylor Thomas has the second most threes for Carlisle, right? So she shot that one with confidence. Probably one thing you got to know, too, against this zone, their shots are going to be there, so you can be patient.
Comito to the left and gets it again.
Unless you're wearing 23, in which you're going, and look at this, right back at it.
Up and Snoozy answers.
It's a pretty good number for scorers, right, Dar?
Yeah, 23, yeah. There's a few people have worn that have scored all right.
No doubt.
Be interested to see if the WNBA gets that contract situation settled and they get back at it. Now,
timeout.
Had to call a timeout because Clark was down about ready to have the 5 count. Probably a 30-second timeout here.
Those timeouts matter too, right? You hate to waste them in the first half, but at the same time, she was in a lot of trouble. You want to save a possession.
And we talked about Comito, making things happen. And in the quarterfinals, she did a lot of stuff without scoring. But tonight, she's coming right out and just bombs away here.
Isn't that the sign of a great player, really? Right? Like
you
she
read
can
the
do
game
it.
And, know what you got to do. Do I need to pass it off? Do I need to shoot? And then Snoozy is answering right back. She's got 10. Comito has 14. And
a lot in transition for Snoozy. They're going to really have to concentrate on that. She's getting out and going. And let's give Miller a big assist, too, on she really gets her head up the floor, right? So if you don't hustle back on defense, she's going to find her.
Yeah, they're going to throw that deep pass the length of the floor here. And they get it into Cammie Clark. Comito for 3. Good!
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Comito again.
There's on fire, and then there's Macy Comito right now.
I don't think she's missed one, has she?
Oh, my gosh. And they're not easy threes either. I mean, she's...
Oh, he gets the steal up top. Takes it against Snoozy, and Snoozy fouls her.
Macy Comito she's an excellent basketball player, right? But she is playing excellent basketball on top of that tonight, right?
And I don't know if they're hard shots or she just makes them look the way she glides. It seems like they're pretty easy for her.
She's so athletic, right? Her and her cousin, Mally Stoner, they just combine for so much. Take a look at this right here. Off the inbounds, a nice screen in right there. Boom. Beautiful shot.
And gets both free throws to make it 23, 13 and 10-point lead now, the biggest of the game so far. For Carlisle, that's knocked away by Clark.
It's weird, too, what it can do to a flow of a game. I feel like Heelan, we talked about it in the quarterfinal, just came out so loose and free.
Yeah.
And now the longer this goes on, the more tight you're to get as a 1 seed.
Because they're shutting everybody else off, but Camito's just doing it on her own.
Right.
And scoring.
I mean, she literally 19. The rest of the Carlisle girls have 4, and Heelan has 13, right?
Yeah. And 10 of those are Snoozy. So the foul there goes against the steal, and there's a foul on the breakaway. Freeman got the foul there for Carlisle, and then who was that on for Heelan?
I think it was on 21.
Okay, yeah, that'd be Carol. That'd be her second.
Gonna switch up and go into
man-to-man.
Man. Yes, I think
Camito step over left, and she's fouled from the three-point range by Miller.
Probably, and Coach Coolstra, he's been here before. He's won state titles. He has over 300 wins. So right now he's kind of looking at his girls, and he's just like, just settle down a little bit, right? She's not going to make every shot she shoots tonight. And if she does, then you tip your cap and you say, great job. But it gets really hard to do when you're excited and you're at the state tournament and all these things are going on in your head.
Yeah, you start thinking, oh, man, we got to stop her. They're getting a lead. And so it's the first of 3.
Take a look at that, Dar. 22 points in less than 10 minutes. Going for 23.
And
I don't know if I scored 23 points in my career.
Yeah, I think that's about what my career was. Of course, we didn't have the three-point line when I played. If I had that, I would have been up to maybe 30. Wow, she hits all 3 free throws, 5 of 5 from free throws. She's got 5 threes and a 2.
Good. Yeah, she
22
did.
Points.
She did. Heelan's got to just settle in a little bit,
First
right?
time we've seen Snoozy get a little bit, rattled there.
So, they're going to go, looks like a man-to-man defense. Obviously going to put a lot of energy into helping with Camito.
She pulls up, misses a 3 for once.
She is human.
Yes. And the rebound comes down. And Miller brings it up. Gets it to Snoozy. She'll try the 3. It's off the right side of the iron.
Really nice box out that time by number 32. I don't see him. Is that 30 or 22? Sorry. Emily Nelson, yes.
There's a 2. By Nelson.
Yeah. I think it was Camito.
Or was that Camito?
I think they gave it to Camito,
okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was. I saw the 22.
Wow.
They forced the turnover. Well, they're playing fast, aren't they?
I think you're going to get a timeout here from Coach Coolstra. 30-second.
Yep, we'll take a 30-second timeout here. 24 points in the first 11 minutes for Camito. That's what, 2 points a minute?
You know what's crazy, too, Dar, is she's done a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
She's got a couple runouts off really great defense. She's hit a couple pull-up jumpers from inside the arc, a couple three-pointers from outside the arc, a couple off the pass, a couple off the dribble.
She got fouled and hit the 3. She's 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
Just fantastic start for Carlisle. But also, let's not forget, too, the defense has just been fantastic. Here's Macy showing off her pull-up game.
Yep, right there at the free throw line.
And that's, we can talk about Macy, and they do a really good job playing through her, but their defense has been fantastic on the other end.
So here goes Carlisle. Camito spins, pulls up inside the lane. No good. Rebound pulled down by.
All right. Need a bucket if you're Heelan right here.
Yeah.
Work that ball. Get the ball reversed a couple times. Find the high post maybe.
Driving in
That'll work.
Miller. There's Snoozy
Yep.
for three.
That'll work. Really good dribble penetration. They kick out. She's a fantastic shooter out there.
That's only their second bucket here in the second quarter. Quickly down, Camito misses in. It's tied up, and it's going to go back to Heelan as Freeman was battling for it down there.
One thing for Heelan we're going to keep an eye on is they play a lot of zone defense typically. They're having to go to man-to-man to kind of offset the shooting by Camito. And if they're going to play man-to-man, they got to get other girls to help out and take away some driving lanes.
So here comes Heelan, trailing by 12. Looked inside and taken away by Freeman. She'll pull it up. Gets it to Camito. Stops, goes, spins. Down the lane, and a blocking foul call. Down there, and was that Bainbridge? Yeah.
Cami Clark at the line, a sophomore. Really, really good second option, right? Second or third option, I guess it kind of depends. But you could see she drove that ball with a lot of confidence. Sophomore's got good size to her.
Second free throw, good.
Okay, again, if you're Heelan, get the ball reverse, move the ball. You don't have to get it all back at once. Just have good possessions.
There's a three, no good. Rebound comes out long, run down in the corner, and they get it to Camito. She's going to push it up quickly. Camito kicks it out. Pull up, free throw line jumper, good by Clark.
I love that, Dar. You know, everybody wants to shoot threes nowadays,
Yeah.
but right there, she didn't get it, didn't feel comfortable. Shot fake, gets into a little close medium range jumper and knocks it down.
15-point lead down the lane, and the foul will be called on Stoner.
Yeah, Stoner right there. She was in good position. She just kind of hacked down on the ball.
Hacked it down against Bainbridge, who's come off the bench, sophomore.
You can see that high post area is open when they get the ball reversed, and they can get a lot of good action off of that.
Bainbridge hits the first of two. You see that drive in, pull up.
Yeah, just beautiful basketball, right? Macy kind of had her set up for an open shot. But again, you don't have to shoot that.
Saw the defense collapse, drove into the pocket. Second free throw out. Knocked
There's
away
Snoozy.
by Snoozy. Good job to recover that. Now bounce pass inside. Partially blocked, but down the lane, up, no good. Rebound comes off to Thomas.
You can really tell Camito is in her bag right now. She's just feeling good out there. She's obviously had a great night scoring, but we've talked about she does everything out on a basketball floor.
Turnaround jumper, short. Rebound.
Freeman.
Oh, Freeman now it rolls free, and there's going to be a tie-up. It'll go to Heelan.
Tell you what, Stoner going to Iowa State for softball, and she is tough in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? She's just tough. Plays really hard, competitive.
Here's Reagan Hensley, a 6'1" freshman, into the ball game for the first time. Over on the wing to Snoozy. Back around to Miller. Inside, off the glass. And they can't come up with it. And then I think they're going to call the foul on Hensley, who kind of got down.
Yep. Well, and they did the right thing. They got the ball to the high post, but get it inside and then kick it back out. Snoozy's right there on the wing, wide open. You'd love to finish possession with her shooting an open three.
And we're in the bonus now here for Sioux City Heelan. From here on out, the first free throw is good.
Clark is 57% on the year from the line.
And she's now 3 of 4 tonight for 7 points.
There you
Back out
go.
Snoozy for 3, off. Rebound comes off hard. And Freeman comes up with a loose change.
They are just out of whack offensively down there.
Comito will pull it out. Looking for a screen. Goes right. There's a three. Comes off high. Snoozy with the rebound. Snoozy looks up the floor, but Freeman puts a little pressure on her. Now goes across Miller. Miller drives in. Throws it back out.
There you go.
Up and good.
Good. Maybe that'll get Ella Otten going a little bit right there. Nice little floater with her left hand.
Yeah. She had 17 in the quarter. But we haven't seen a lot of the other scores here yet for Heelan.
It becomes a big last, minute and a half right here. You want to get that lead chopped down maybe into single digits if you're Heelan, and obviously if you're Carlisle, you want to keep it right here at 14.
10 seconds on the shot clock to get it back up top to Comito. She'll take a long three. Just about there, but off. And we got two going down, and the out official's coming up and is going to call a grab on Stoner.
Our producer, Rachel, she thought that one was down. We had a good look at it right here on that Comito three, and it was right on line.
Yeah, she hit like her first five and now has missed a couple.
She's human. Okay, again, if you're Heelan, these are big possessions right now.
Yeah, get a bucket here. You got a chance for a couple possessions before the half. Back up top to Miller. Now to Snoozy. Snoozy guarded by Comito. Miller for three. Good.
There you go. Right? A little more patience, about 3 or 4 passes instead of thinking they have to do it all at once. Really good possession.
Got it down to 11 here with under a minute now to go in the first half. Snoozy has it up top, running that offense. Miller's now on her defensively. Thomas, they rotate it back over.
Moving screen.
And the foul goes on Carlisle. That's their fourth, so they would be in the bonus. We got 42 seconds left, so we'll see. But again, here a chance now to go below double digits.
Yep. See if they can have an equally as good possession, right? They've kept the ball moving here last couple possessions.
Over to Snoozy, back to Otten. Otten guarded by Freeman, pushes her out. Now Miller comes in.
There you go.
Back over to Otten. She drives in, puts it up, and just got it to bounce out.
Yeah, good basketball, though. That was a good look for him.
Shot clock is off. 14 seconds to go. Here's Comito. There's a three. I think that was partially deflected. Quickly out. Snoozy throws it deep, and it's going to be short. So it'll be an 11-point lead here for Carlisle. And boy, Macy Comito just got that offense going, hitting the threes, and Heelan started to respond a little bit late in the quarter, but
you know they're going to like halftime right now. Right now, they're going to go back in and say, hey, let's start 0-0. We think we could have beat them by 11 in the first half. Didn't happen, right? Carlisle shot the ball great. Get yourself regrouped. It's going to be a heck of a second half, Dar.
All righty, we'll take a break here at halftime. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Oh, it looks like you spilled some grease.
Grills are multiplying and you need flavor that's bold.
There's nothing left for you to do
but to go to Fairway, your dream for Midwest meat. It's the one you need. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, you better stake up. Fairway and meat go hand in hand.
This dream is meant for you and me.
Poultry, pork, and beef, your home for Midwest meat. It's the one you need. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed.
Fairway, it's the one you need. Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Excuse me, ma'am. You dropped this.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Sometimes life takes an unexpected turn, like receiving a cancer diagnosis. At Mercy One, you have access to a team of cancer experts with advanced technologies and holistic therapies for the cancer care you need close to home. Our team will guide you every step of the way, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
It takes a village to care for a patient. From all of the various people, if you come see us, that you'll meet. Every one of those people, we try to get people that are committed to making that the best experience that they can do.
I think the breadth of coverage that we're able to provide, I think is unique. All of these different facets that all intertwine are what allow us to take care of the community the way that I feel they should.
At DMOS, we're here when you need us.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Got a young kids game going on here at halftime at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. 33-22, Carlisle over number 1 seed Heelan. Dar Danielson, Chris Larson with you, and time to look at our first half stats brought to you by Sioux. And as soon as Rachel, we know I can't hit the buttons because I screwed up, but go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, so you take a look. A couple things that I thought were pretty interesting. We talked about Macy Comito controlling the tempo of the game. Only 5 turnovers for Carlisle. I think Heelan has become really accustomed to getting those turnovers and playing fast, getting easy buckets. There's been no easy baskets for Heelan, and that's why their shooting percentage is so low, right? The 9 for 20, not so bad, 2 for 6 from three-point line. But when Carlisle's playing you 5-on-5 against that with that really aggressive 2-3 zone, it's hard to score.
And the 5 of 14, all 5 of those are Comito's
right?
for Carlisle from three-point range. So she's got 24 here. So, yeah, she, as you said, you called it in the seeds to success. Her controlling the game, and that's exactly what she's doing. When she's out there dribbling, you can't look away from her or leave your person you're defending because you don't know if she'll throw it in there. But if you don't, then she's going to shoot it. So it's a job. I'm sure they're talking about that here at half.
Absolutely. I mean, she is such a tough person to guard. But what makes her so fantastic, and what I really appreciate about her is in the quarterfinal, she really wasn't scoring, right? But she was still impacting the game. You saw a couple phenomenal passes, right? And she really sets up her team. But she does have the capability to go off. I mean, when you can go off for 24 points in a half, that's pretty insane. So she's the whole package.
So let's take a break here. Those are our Sioux Cup stats. We'll take another break here. You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah, it's a trip when you hit the road. And when you know when you've arrived. It's a trip when you get everything you want. The burger and the fries, the creek and the crick, the city and the countryside. It's a trip when you're where you're meant to be. In this moment, in this bathroom mirror, looking like $1 million. And yeah, it's a trip when it goes by fast. Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
As we take a quick break from tournament coverage, all of us at the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union want to extend our sincere appreciation to our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for their continued support of this championship event. I'm joined once again by Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, who's here to share more about the special souvenirs our participating student athletes will be taking home this week.
You know, that's right, Aaron. Our incredible student athletes won't be leaving empty-handed. Every athlete competing today will take home a custom souvenir bag tag to commemorate their hard work and dedication. And for our championship teams, we're thrilled to present pink championship ball caps, a bold symbol of everything that they've earned. Athletes will also receive a signature ball, perfect for collecting autographs from coaches and teammates and creating a keepsake that they'll treasure for years. Each of these items is more than just swag. They're reminders of what's possible when you work hard and follow your dreams.
Brent, thank you to the Iowa Farm Bureau for helping make this championship experience so special for our athletes. Now let's get back to the action.
Did we miss the Iowa? Okay, we're back here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And I think, yeah, I was going to say, I missed the Iowa Bankers. Thanks, Rachel, for pulling that up for me here. Now, where is my copy on that? We'll figure it out. Obviously, the Iowa Bankers are one of our sponsors. Here we go. From homeowners to small businesses, Iowa banks know what it means to invest in the future. Their customer relationships are built on shared values and earned trust. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all. Yeah, I shouldn't stay up this late, I guess, Chris. It's just...
It's been a long week, right? I mean,
yeah, and a long day here with...
and then you're playing through a little pain. Like, you know, you got a little bit of a cold.
A little cold, and then you got the screaming kids behind
oh my
us,
gosh.
Especially that game, Norwalk game. They were so excited and everything, but
until they weren't.
Yeah, until that last couple 20 seconds there. But let's go in the locker rooms and just talk a little bit about what the strategy is coming out here.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Heelan goes back to their bread and butter and gets back into that 1-3-1 zone and just plays the odds a little bit, right? Kind of, accounts for Comito just a little bit more. But they get so many steals out of it, and it leads to transition basketball. So I won't be surprised there. If not, obviously they have to talk about Macy Comito and figure out a way to get her under control. On offense, just slow down a little bit. I felt like they got into catch-up mode a little bit too much in the second quarter. I know they're a better team than that. If you're Carlisle, now you really want to control tempo, right? And that's what makes them so tough with Comito is she's not going to turn the ball over very much. They're going to get shots every possession. And if you think about it, now that you shrink this up, you just got to win by, 10 or less points. If you can hold it within 10, then you're going to the state title game.
And that's, you talked about it. When you're down here, during a regular season, you look up, okay, we're down 11, but we'll battle back. But at the state tournament, it's just a little more because, the season could end and we could, and all that. But
well, and unfortunately, I was on the flip side of that one night. We in the quarterfinal game, Glenwood in 2018, we were up 18 at half and ended up losing that game. It can get going downhill in a hurry down here.
You can get a run going, and So, I mentioned the scoring a little bit there. 13 for Snoozy, 6 for Miller, and what was it? 1 for Kennedy Bainbridge, and for Carlisle, 24 for Camino, 7 for Clark, 2 for Mally Stoner there. And we'll see how that develops.
Quarterfinal game, Glenwood in 2018. We were up 18 at half and ended up losing that game. It can get going downhill in a hurry down here.
You can get a run going, and So, I mentioned the scoring a little bit there. 13 for Snoozy, 6 for Miller, and what was it? 1 for Kennedy Bainbridge, and for Carlisle, 24 for Camino, 7 for Clark, 2 for Mally Stoner there. And we'll see how that develops.
We were talking about a little bit. A lot of the scoring from the two stars, right? You are seeing a lot of other really good plays, and sometimes I really appreciate this. The other teams are letting their girls that are stars be stars, though. And that's something to be said right then. And they're all scrapping away on rebounds and setting good screens. I remember in particular Ella Smith setting a really good screen that got Comito open for maybe her 5th 3. And then you're seeing a lot of other hustle plays, assists. So let's keep that in mind. Who's going to step up and really have a great half of basketball? Because there's a lot of good players out here.
Yeah, when do your complementary players, if they need to, step up and make the big play? So, final talk here by the coaches as we get ready to start the second half. A winner, of course, faces DCG, who was down by, and in the last in a 20-second span, they scored 6 points to take the lead over Norwalk. Then they, I think Norwalk, there was a little, I think it said there was a timeout on the board, but they didn't have one, so they got called for a technical foul. But anyway.
And as we know, the official score is done by the book, right? So you got to keep track of that. But
so you
what
see
a crazy ending.
Ella Smith right in front of us here as Carlisle will start out the red uniforms to start the second half. Heelan in the white. Clark drives down. Camino comes through. Clark pull up baseline jumper. Good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot. Good start for Carlisle.
And Clark hits it.
Nice pass.
Yep, Otten down low. Up and good by Cleary.
Great pass that time by Ella Otten. Man-to-man defense for Heelan.
Spin around, Camino spins again, puts it up, no good. I didn't think she's going to get a shot off.
No,
but
she's so athletic, though.
Here's Miller back outside for 3 is good.
Ella Otten.
Otten gets the 3.
Yeah, she's kind of getting going, right? She made the beautiful pass and got the assist on the first possession. Now she hits a 3.
Lead down to 8. See how Carlisle responds. Cut to the basket, up and good. by Stoner.
Ball reversal, right? Good cut, good screen away from the ball, bringing the action ball side, and really nice play.
Here's Otten, runner, good by Otten.
She's showing off some stuff here to start the second half, isn't she?
Yeah, the sophomore. She had 17 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds in the quarterfinal. Starts off with 5 points here in the third. Here's Camito. Oh, nice look inside to the cutting Ella Smith.
She does it all, right? She's a great scorer. She can score, but that's not all she does.
3 again. This time's off by Otten.
Good. And look at Macy Camito just kind of brings the ball up and gets everybody under control.
Taking a little time, yep. Out on the wing there to Stoner. Now back over to Smith. Smith drives, lays it up off the glass.
Just good basketball, right? You kind of had that isolated, and she just put it on the floor and attacked.
We talked about the other players. They're stepping up now here.
Here we go.
Dribbling in is Miller. And knocked away. Camito on the run out. Looks to her left. Has defender to the right and puts it up. Her first 2 points in the second half, 26 overall.
Really good pass ahead that time by Cammie Clark.
That lead up to 14 now. Looked at the three, now throws it down baseline. 3. Oh, looked like it was going to come back down on the bounce, but goes out. Rebound by Stoner. Over to Ella Smith. Gets the cutting Camito, and it doesn't go. Camito fighting for the rebound. And it'll go to Sioux City Heelan.
I don't know if you saw that. Yeah. Macy Camito kind of looked at the ref and kind of pouted.
She looked at him and then said, yeah, okay.
Looked like my daughter's asking me if they can get an ice cream. Come on, Dad.
Yeah, come on. And then she said, okay.
Yeah, you know. She was like, good call.
She thought, I'll try to sell it. But then after she said, no, it wasn't working. Yep.
She does a little, she really does do a little bit of everything.
Behind the back, Miller has it poked out of there. Camito.
Over and back.
And it went across. And we'll have a substitution coming in for Heelan. That is Kennedy Bainbridge coming back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com.
You can just see why Coach Fennelly and his staff love her, don't you? I mean, she has made so many impact plays in a variety of ways tonight.
Between the legs, now down, kicks it over for 3, off, no good. Rebound underneath, back up by Smith. She's got 6 in the quarter here.
I know my buddy Tom Betts, who is the longtime boys coach, said the one thing he was a little worried about is sometimes physical rebounders can give him trouble, and Carlisle does have a couple really physical rebounders.
Here's Snoozy. Snoozy trying to get something going. Oh, good no-look pass inside, but quickly there is Stoner. And Camito will walk it across the half line. Step back 3, no good.
She is entertaining, though. Kind of the crowd just all pauses every time she goes to shoot.
Miller all the way through, and it goes up over the top of the basket.
Easy. She all right?
Yeah, I think she is. She came down a little awkwardly there, but now in is Ella Toth, and also in is Reagan Hensley, the freshman, back in. I think trying to get Hensley 6'1" in there, a little more rebounding. Some IMT insurance substitutions. And they've outscored him 12-5, and there's another bucket.
Just a great, she is so good going to her left. The lead's up to 18. We're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout. Let's see, is that a full? Yeah, full timeout. We'll take a break at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
There's the Carlisle fans. The students loving it right now as they're on a 14-5 run to start the second half.
What's not to love, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everything going their way.
Let's take a look here at the replay on Comito.
We just told you how comfortable she is going left, and then you see she has that little lean, and that's just athleticism. Makes her so hard to defend.
It gets up off the floor so quick. Yeah,
so athletic. You know, speaking of athletic, too, this makes a big difference, I think, too. 7 of these girls play on the softball team that has made state each of the last 3 years and won it in 2024.
Yeah, they're a perennial there, and their first time back here to state basketball since, I think, 2015. But softball, they're down there every year. 3, no,
Man, gotta have
short,
that.
put back, no, battle for it. Comito comes away. As Otten started out hot, but has missed her last couple threes here for Heelan. Poked in the backcourt so she can go get it.
And you do see they got back into their 1-3-1, and that's exactly why.
Yeah. And I think a foul on Stoner here. Let's see. Yep.
Good hands that time by Ella Top. I wondered if Coach wasn't going to get back into it. Coach Coolstra just was kind of like, we're going to do what we do. And so you're going to see that 1-3-1. And I think they're going to really try and get the game sped up.
Stoner sits down with 3 personals. That's the first foul, team foul of the second half. Get it over to Snoozy, now back up top. Rotated over to Otten now.
Yeah, well, there she is.
Snoozy on baseline. 3 is good.
Boy, she's got a quick release, doesn't she? Really good basketball. You dribble out of that corner, pull the defender with you, and then pull a girl to the corner. And especially when it's Milena Snoozy, it's good results.
47-32 Carlisle. Down on the baseline. Looked at it, now gets it off. And that's Ella Smith's been money in this quarter.
Well,
8 points.
Really good pass by Maya Freeman as well.
Miller inside gets it back to Snoozy for the 2.
And 1.
And the foul.
Kind of a quiet whistle on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they got Cammie Clark with that. There you see there. Snoozy will go to the free throw line. Hasn't been there yet tonight. Hitting almost 82% from the line.
She is a tremendous shooter for sure. She can shoot them right back into this game.
And hits it.
We've seen crazier things tonight, right?
Yeah, for sure. Comito, right side 3, good!
Boy, great pass, great shot, really good basketball on that time, right? She swung it with her left hand all the way across the court.
And Taylor Thomas hits it, and that one back up and good. Ella Otten with the bucket.
Yeah, she's got a really nice mid-range game. Oh, that's going to be a foul.
Yep, Comito jumps into the defender and draws the foul.
See where we're going to go here. 3 shots. 3 shots.
3? Oh. She had one of those earlier and she hit it. 28 points right now.
The expletives for her, I mean, and the compliments, you just, I can't say enough good things about her and the way she is playing this game. I remember watching her when she was a freshman and expected big things, and she has been great her entire career. 1,000-point score, 3-time All-Stater. But on the biggest stage, she is playing her best basketball.
Sometimes you look at these players and say, well, they're going to go on and play Division I, and whoop, that one put back up and good, and you think, well, but her, there's no doubt. There's Hensley with the put back.
Yeah, she's a no-doubter.
Mito pulls up.
Yep, there's the pressure.
Yep, tried to get it back through. Snoozy steals it. Throws it up the floor for an open 3. No, off, no good. Comito on the run out. She looked at the 3. Now takes
Good
it.
pass.
Oh, no look dish on
And
the D.
1.
Whoa.
What a look. Beautiful pass to Freeman. Absorbed the contact, gets the finish. Beautiful basketball by Carlisle. Her passing ability is next level.
Free throw short, rebounded by Snoozy. 57-39, approaching a minute to play, third quarter. Snoozy inside, kicks it out.
Boy, they close out really well in that zone, right?
Yeah. Down on the baseline, drive, reverse layup is good. Tough.
Comito controlling tempo, though. There's only a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock to end the third quarter.
Stop, and then
it's going to be interesting. What is he going to call?
And then they call the foul on Hensley.
Yeah. I see what Coach Coolstra is talking about, though. He was wanting the over and back call.
Yeah,
if you touch it, even if it was deflected before, and that was really close.
Yeah, because I was just about to ask, did the defender poke that away? Because they kind of ran into each other. It was a mashup, but...
Well, and a lot of people don't know. I didn't know for the longest time. It just happened to us once that even if they deflect it, if it deflects a second time, like a double deflection, it's still over and back. Yeah.
Throw it across. Now driving, short.
Little too soon.
By Smith. And
good hustle by Freeman.
Yeah, Heelan will get a shot here, maybe. Otten gets it over. Underneath, up, no good. And that'll do it. For the third quarter, 57-41. Carlisle looking to upset number one here with a quarter to play and a trip to the championship game on the line. Stick with us here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Dar Danielson, Chris Larson here as Heelan has a little bit of work to do to get back here, Chris.
Yeah, you got to come out. You got to execute here against this 2-3 zone to start. You got to get a bucket, and then I won't be surprised to see him pick up a little full court pressure. The hard thing is, though, when you got Macy Comito out there, it really becomes hard to press
to break,
a team.
Yeah, because she can break that press so easily. Here's Otten, throws it over to Toff. Down on the baseline, Snoozy, and that one's blocked.
Really physical. Carlisle's defense has been fantastic all night.
Back up top. Over to Comito. She'll dribble out, double team, gets it over. Into Smith.
She wanted it back.
Comito now gets it back. 12 on the shot clock. Oh, Smith gets it back, spins in.
Yeah, offensive.
And, yep.
Kind of lowered her shoulder that time. Did you see that?
Knocked down Miller, yep. But she's been big here in the second half, 8 points in that third quarter. That's her total for the night.
Got to find a bucket here if you're Heelan.
Goes up and off, no good. Comito's going to push it up the floor quickly. And Susie bumps her. Nothing there. Flips it back.
Cousin to cousin there.
And Tried to go underneath, maybe one too many passes.
Yeah.
Smith could have shot that in the middle of the lane, probably.
You don't want to take your eyes off it when Macy Camino has the ball in her hands, though. Starting to become a little bit of a numbers game, though, if you're Heelan.
As Clark drives and gets fouled by Carroll.
You start playing the game of, we got only 7 minutes left to play. You know, you're down 16, could be up to 17 or 18, and the time just starts really becoming a factor.
Clark hits the first free throw.
You know, and Coach Flaws, let's give him credit. He said to us in his notes, he loves the way his team plays defense. They're scrappy, they're tough, and they have a fantastic player, and they're executing their game plan just flawlessly tonight. There it is again.
Oh, there's Camino from off of Snoozy.
And one.
Yep, Snoozy fouls her. .33 for Camino.
And that doesn't just begin to touch all the other things she's done, too, right? She's getting steals. She's getting assists. She's not turning the ball over. She's rebounding and leading her team, and her team is playing fantastic as well.
Gets the free throw. Perfect from the line tonight. There's a kick by Camino. She can play soccer, too, apparently.
I think she can do probably whatever she wants.
Yeah. Heelan, still plenty of time here. They got to get a run going, though. Down 20 now.
There's another steal for her.
And up and good. Woo.
36.
Yeah. There's a three by Snoozy.
Coach Coulter is going to get a timeout, see if he can figure something out. Get him back into the game. Probably going to put some pressure on.
And a full timeout. We'll take a break here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Chris Larson. It's been kind of the Macy Camino show here tonight. Powering Carlisle to the lead here. Snoozy trying to bring him back.
You know, they're kind of like a band, though. She's a really good lead singer.
Yeah.
But the band is what it's all about, right? And I just want to compliment the rest of their team. She's been fantastic. But they look so comfortable letting her be
Let
fantastic,
her do that, and
right?
then they have the open shot. They chip in with it.
Right?
You're right.
They play hard. They're attacking the basket. They're playing with confidence. Just wonderful basketball for Carlisle. Here comes that press that we were talking about.
And Camino with it in her hands, breaks it.
She's just so strong with the ball, though. Really hard guard for him.
And Camino gets it back, fade away, no good. Rebound, pulled down.
You can run more clock if you want to.
Yeah. Hand off. They'll take it back up top. Camino with it.
I like this by Carlisle. I think me and you have called a couple regular season games and talked about this. You can still, even with the shot clock, you can milk the clock a little bit here in these minutes, right? Because you don't want anything to get crazy in the end of the game.
Especially when you have a double-digit lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can.
Well, and probably if you're Coach Flaws in that last huddle, you're telling him 63 is enough points. Just take care of the ball. Don't give up any layups on runouts, and we're in good shape.
Limit their possessions and. Driving in, offensive, yeah.
Really good, moving her feet. Good defense that time. I think it was LA Top. But the defensive end has also been so good by Carlisle.
Miller drives and gets fouled.
You know, that 2-3 zone can just cause teams so many problems, especially when you're active in it, right?
Yeah. So Miller goes to the free throw line, looking for her first points in the second half. Misses that one. She had 2 threes in the first half. Second one is good.
You almost got to run a second defender at her, make her give it up.
63-45. Comito out there, going to run a little time again.
We talked about this last night on the broadcast. Like, one thing that's really different this year, too, is she can dribble for 30 seconds if she wants to. There is no 5-second call anymore in high school basketball.
Poked away, and that'll stay with Carlisle with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Almost a perfect possession for them, right? Because they're going to take off 30 seconds right there.
Ella Otten poked it away now. We'll put Comito in there to inbound it. Gets it into Clark. She dribbles in immediately, lobs it inside, taken away. Here's Snoozy. Snoozy going back against Comito.
Good move.
And holds up and gets the bucket.
You can see why she's got so many big-time Division I programs recruiting her as well.
Timeout. Called by Carlisle. And now he says a 30-second timeout. There's the huddle you see for Carlisle.
Yeah. Good timeout. You can see Coach Flaws now, they don't really ever seem to lose their cool, and it's easy when you got a lead guard like Macy Comito, right? But he's just saying, settle down, you know.
Settle down, take it easy. We can work the shot and deep into the shot clock and limit their time with the ball.
I think the other thing is you just don't want, pick sixes, right? You don't want the run-outs where they can get easy baskets. If you turn it over, just make sure you can get back and play 5-on-5, because Heelan's really had trouble scoring all night against that 2-3 zone.
And it's 3-3. Both teams have 3 team fouls, so Carlisle has to come. They forgot out of timeout.
Yeah.
Where
You
was
gotta
the
take
ball
the ball
out
out of
at?
bounds.
And then look down there. The referee's down there. I got it. Cammie Clark.
Got to come up and meet the Paul.
Yep.
Got to run out if they want it. Yep.
Up ahead. There it is.
Really good look that time by Cammie Clark.
Gets Stoner on the run, and she makes it.
Oh.
Yeah, blocked. And Clark gets the block, and then the foul after that goes against, is it Carroll? That's 4 on her.
Freeman really quick, another good ball handler out there.
Over to Comito.
So you can see Coach Coolstra's kind of wanting somebody to come run at her. Really fundamentally sound, really smart basketball team Carlisle is.
Into the lane, back out. Almost poked away, and Smith runs it down. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
5. Yep. Strangely, that's not the worst thing, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't. You've taken time off the clock, 35 seconds, so, and you turn it over, but you still got an 18-point lead.
Yeah,
so.
with 3 minutes left, and it wasn't a run out, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it wasn't a quick score. Now you come down and make them take a little time off the clock defensively.
I think I've heard Coach McCollum at Iowa say he doesn't mind that when he was at Drake last year. If you're going to get a shot clock violation, just make sure that they have to come back on the other end. Good hustle.
Oh.
What hustle?
Comito, how'd she do that? Tiptoes the
How
line.
about
back
that?
Up. Whoa.
We are almost right part of the play, Dar. She kept the ball inbounds, taps it to her teammate, goes and runs the floor and finishes for a little cherry on top.
Thought she was going to run into our table here, but she tiptoes down, cuts back inside, and wow.
She showed athleticism by just keeping the ball in bounds and not running over us.
Mally Stoner comes back in. Let's take a look at it. We see here.
Look at this.
Yeah, look at right over, stays there, then
Gets right
cuts
back
right
in.
where she comes back into the basket.
How good is that?
Yeah. There's a three, no good. Rebound, Snoozy fighting for it, but Smith pulls it out of there. Under 3 minutes now to play.
How about this performance by Carlisle?
Just came out, started by Comito, but everybody else has kind of stepped up too. Now taken away, Miller. Oh, Comito, she got it through there. I thought Comito got a late hand that would stop it, but she got it in there.
Oh, there's another seal.
Snoozy comes in. Comito gets it back, and what are they calling there? They call a foul or?
Oh, wow. It's on Snoozy, I guess.
Snoozy. Well, Comito was on the bottom of the pile, so maybe that's why. And that's 5 team fouls now.
Yep, so Cammie Clark will go back to the free throw line.
She is 4 of 6 from the line tonight. Has 10 points. Ooh, rattles in and out.
Just makes you wonder, what does that feel like for Macy Comito? I mean, just to be in an absolute zone on such a big stage.
Miller comes back down. She takes it to the basket and scores it.
Good move. Well, we saw 6 points in 20 seconds, so you know you got to take care of things. Don't get casual if you're Carlisle.
There they turn it over.
You know, it's still 17, right? You're fine, but if they hit a 3 here, it's state semifinals, right? Like these are different times, right? This isn't the regular season game where you can get casual.
Well, because you lose here, your season's done.
Right.
Snoozy for 3. Good.
Yep, there it is. Get back up and pressure if you're Heelan here. Ooh, had a chance.
2-on-1. They'll pull it back out. Looks for Smith on the block. She dribbles in. And they're going to call a foul on Snoozy, I think.
I think it is going to be on Snoozy.
She can't believe it.
That's 5, I think.
Yes, it is. 27 points. She'll foul out here.
I think, one thing, and we'd be remiss not to say it, she has been fantastic as well, right? She's just been a little overshadowed by Macy Comito, but I mean, Melina Snoozy has been great.
She's done everything to try to pull her team back in. Junior, she'll be back.
She'll be back. She's a fantastic player, getting recruited by several Power 5 players.
Here's Smith, hits the free throw. She had big 8 points in the third quarter. That really helped them out.
They've just all done their part, haven't they?
Yeah.
Good hustle.
And Miller back. Gets it over, back to Miller. She drives in and draws the foul. And that'll be on Cammie Clark. Her 4th. Miller will go to the free throw line. Hits that one. She's got 12 points now.
And again, you got to just keep chipping away if you're Heelan. I know it sounds crazy, but in these games, you just never quite know what's going to happen because kids start playing a little faster than they want. There's a rebound. There's Macy Comito, though.
Yep. Gets fouled.
Heading to the line to look for 40.
Little gingerly gets up. That left leg.
You know, pretty cool. I want to give it a little shout out here, Dar. Her grandpa and Mally Stoner's grandpa, Al Stoner, is a longtime coach at Carlisle, football coach at Carlisle. And just from being in Warren County, I know he's worked with this group of girls on basketball for a long time in their young girls' age. I'm sure he's a really proud grandpa tonight. Two tremendous athletic granddaughters.
There's 40 points for Macy Comito. 71-55. There's a three. No good. Rebound. Put back up and a foul. As Colby Carroll drives in.
You think about it, last year is Libby Fandel, right? And, she kind of came to the state tournament and just took everybody by storm and kind of overwhelmed this 4A field. And this year, Macy Comito is looking to try and do the exact same thing, right? We'll see how the final goes. But, man, she has played amazingly good basketball.
And then DCG's got to believe anything's possible now,
Right.
After that finish. 71-57. Work a little more clock. 15 seconds. Miller drives. Tried to pass it over.
It's interesting, though. Carlisle kind of came in as a bit of an underdog, and I think there were a lot of people talking about the top four teams. Carlisle came in with one loss, right? And their one loss is to West Des Moines Valley, who we saw come and perform really well on this floor against Dowling. And that's their only loss of the year. And they're playing a little bit with a chip on their shoulder. Like they feel like they're trying to prove themselves to everybody out here.
Up and off. Yeah, you look at the teams, 20-2, 22-1, 21-1, 23-1.
Yeah.
The only team that has more than one loss is Norfolk and Clear Creek. With a timeout call, the full timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Lots of happy Carlisle fans right now as they're up 71-57. 40 points for Macy Comito tonight. Well, Melina Snoozy tried to pull him back. She fouled out, though, with 27 points now, and it's a matter of Carlisle running the clock out to advance to face DCG Saturday at 2:30.
In what should be just a great matchup, right?
Yeah.
DCG feeling a little bit like a team of destiny.
Well, that's the thing. We talked about it before. This 4A field we thought was one of the better ones, the stacked ones.
It's proven it too, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams who had a chance to win.
Yep. Comito pulls it out and then is fouled by Otten.
Let's see if he pulls her out of the game after these free throws and lets the crowd give her a much deserved big. Yeah, here they all come.
Yeah. There's 41.
Just a great team performance. Like I said, we're going to talk a lot about Macy Comito, but the rest of this team played such good complementary basketball, and I love when teams let their stars be a star.
She's in Ellie Ruthridge territory. You saw her doing some games earlier. There it is, 42. She'll go to the bench. And look at the coaches. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Telling her, wow. Look at the teammates, the starters hugging over there.
Just fantastic. Congratulations to Coach Flaws and his staff. Really well prepared. Really good basketball game.
And inside, three-pointer, good. by Otten. And we're going to stop it here just to get a couple other players in.
And look at their bench. I mean, the excitement. You know, you believe, right? They obviously believe in each other. I think they came out with a lot to prove, and you can just see it in their faces that they believed in each other and they knew they could do this, and they came out and did it.
Number 5 seed. And they'll wind it down, and Carlisle on to the championship. Knocking off number 1 Sioux City Heelan.
What can you say that we haven't said already? You know, it was a phenomenal basketball game. Carlisle executed their game plan flawlessly, and Macy Comito was the star of stars.
And it's going to be tough for Heelan for a while, but 24-1, you finish in the semifinals, you know.
Yep. It's going to sting for them. You know, they had that year there. They were coming here to win a state title, right? That was what they had in mind. But they just ran into a buzzsaw tonight, and you know, they always say you can't lose a game in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like they did, though. They kind of came out and gave them, you know, that Mike Tyson knockout punch right away.
Yeah, Comito came out and she hit 3 threes in that first quarter and a 2, had 8 points there.
Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our Executive Director, Aaron Gerlich, and Associate Director Basketball Administrator, Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Darren Koolstra and the Crusaders from Bishop Heelan on an outstanding basketball season. And now we'd like to recognize tonight's Quick Star star of the game, Macy Comito from Carlisle. This standout performance earns her the honor of advancing her team on the bracket to the championship game. Thanks to...
Okay, now are those real glasses? Because if she shoots that well and does that well without her glasses, what's going to happen? No, I think she
was having a little fun with something, right?
Yeah, put the fake glasses on to go out there. But as I say, man, if that's the way she shoots, finishes up with 42 points here. And let me go down here, the rest of them as we look through. But Snoozy fouled out with 27. And 9 points for Smith. And 10, 11 points for Cammie Clark. There we go. That kind of the top scorers there. Taylor Thomas with 3. And then Snoozy, Otten had 12. Miller had 12. And but just, you see them, they're coming over to the crowd here tonight. So
yeah, having a little fun with it. Just really, really good stuff. I just can't believe the toughness of this Carlisle team.
Well, we got 5A, 4A, and 3A championship sets tomorrow at 10 a.m. back here on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We'll start with the 2A, then the 1A, and then we're all set up for title matchups here, Chris. And I'm looking forward to a lot of these games so far.
You know what makes the state tournament so fun is you just don't know which game is going to be historic, right?
Yeah.
And this is going to be a game that they're going to be talking about for the next 25 years. They're going to remember that night in the semis when the crazy things happened with DCG and then Macy Comito.
Yeah.
We thought just when you thought you couldn't see it all, she comes out and drops 42 in the semis.
All right, Chris Larson, a pleasure doing the game with you here
bet.
tonight. I'm Dar Danielson. Thanks to Rachel at the controls tonight. That's going to wrap it up at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa